Um, well, relationship matter, but nah, it's good. I mean, Cameroon, representing Cameroon, and obviously like we've known each other for a while. Just again like playing against each other, um, and yeah, like just being brothers from the same country, and that relationship is always there.
Do you think tonight's game will mean anything back home? The first time the three of you guys have played.
I think it'll be big. I guess it's a yeah pretty huge deal. I would like to think. Just the history and yeah, I don't think that happened before. So it's amazing just to see. It's just yeah, like how far we've come. I think we're still a long ways, but I think we're making good steps and steps forward, and it's great. I think for me, I think the most important thing is like I hope that the next generation is seeing that, and and I think for them like hopefully it means something, and just having that representation that for us like we don't really get to have most of the time, and yeah, like I remember just watching. I mean, I didn't watch that much basketball, but when I did, like I didn't really see a lot of people that was from where I was from. So just seeing that in one game, three people from the same place, like that's huge. And I think that hopefully like that makes younger kids want to dream to be in the NBA because it feels like something you can touch and something you can feel because we're doing it. And I think for me that's the meaning. That's more of that. Like in terms of like, yeah, I hope a little kid 10 years from now says, oh man, like I watched that game and it was, like I've seen three people from Cameroon and I felt like, man, like I can be there too. Like for me, that's more important than anything.
When you were watching, or when you think kids watching back home, are they staying up all night, or do they catch?
Some people did, like I remember my brothers did, like when because they was really into basketball, like they stayed up late, like 2 a.m. watching basketball, like that's what they did. Like I mean, I wasn't one of those, but yeah, I think the hardcore basketball fans do that all the time.
What do you attribute the success? Just like there's three of you guys now going to be playing tomorrow. Is it programs, grassroots, individual success, like coaches?
I mean, I think it's a mixture of a lot of things. I think we can do a lot better in terms of infrastructure and bringing more awareness to the game. Like, there's so much work that can be done, having basketball courts and like. But I think that yeah, like the game is growing, but at the same time, like yeah, like there's a lot of individual cases of, my dad just getting me to the U.S. and me trying my luck out, or I don't know how Christian got here. I'm sure I think his sister was already in the U.S. Like, I mean, I think there's those ways, but also I think we can get a lot better. Like we can get a lot better with just bringing the youth into the game, and that's why I go back. That's why I have the PSORT Foundation. I have the Skills Academy, like going back, doing basketball camps, bringing awareness to the game. We trying to build like facilities and courts and things like that. We're working on a lot of things, and we're hoping that we can continue to bring awareness to the game because I think that's kind of like how I think this generation. I mean, we're hoping that more people get there, but I think the younger generation is going to probably benefit from it more.
When did you first become aware of Joel and realizing like, oh, he's also from Cameroon? Like, do you remember when?
Yeah, I don't have an exact time. Yeah, it's a little tough. I feel old now. It's 7 years in the NBA.
But when you reverse that, like when did you first become aware that Christian was coming up and then being like, oh, and obviously
I think I had met him in LA like a couple of years. I don't know. I think maybe 3 years or something. Or maybe he was still in high school. I don't know. I was in LA working out and I met him, and I think there's that famous picture going around like of me and him. Like that was like the first time I met him.
And Pascal, yeah, you're performing even a higher level than the last year.
You think so?
Yeah, you see the stats.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And especially as kids. And yeah, I want to ask you, have you changed anything in your game? Has the coach changed anything in your game? I don't know if you have if you are doing anything special to show this.
I hope I'm doing something special. I'm trying at least. I'm working, man. I'm trying to get better. Like, that's who I am as a player. Like, I strive to be the best that I can be, and like that's just every single year trying to do that. And it's with the work every single day, being the first in the gym, living last, like working on every single thing, everything I can think of, to be prepared to be the best. Like that's my mentality going into it, and yeah, like I always strive for that.
Pascal, you're shooting more this year and Van Vliet's shooting less just based on averages from last year. Is that part of the game plan or is that
Damn,
just
bro, like
part of the game flow?
I don't. But 4 games in, I don't even know. Like I don't know how many times I shot the ball, so I don't know. I can't answer that. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I'm more like-
Appreciate it, man. I gotta keep you for my stats whenever I need it.
What did you learn from the playoffs last year about defensively taking on a lead as a team?
Yeah, it's a team. It's a team game. Like I don't think there's one player that can guard him one-on-one. Like I mean, he's a tough coverage, and yeah, we got to do it together as a team, and trying to limit him as much as we can. Again, he's a really good player, so a great player. So he's tough to guard. So we're gonna have to be all tied together to be able to do that.
On va au rappel for a question first.
Pascal, on vous l'avez mentionné en anglais, mais ce caractère spécial du match de ce soir, ça va être la première fois que 3 Camerounais se jouent dans le même match NBA pour être même partant. Est-ce que vous avez pensé même à la signification de ça pour les gens à la maison? Et dans la famille Siakam, est-ce qu'on en a parlé aussi avec Christian?
Ouais, bon, dans la famille, on n'a pas en parlé, mais bon, j'ai pas vraiment réalisé ça jusqu'aujourd'hui quand je suis venu, et puis c'était juste là que j'ai encore pensé à ça, et puis savoir, c'est un très grand moment pour nous en tant que Camerounais, en tant qu'Africains, d'avoir 3 joueurs from Cameroun, du Cameroun, d'être là à ce niveau-ci, et jouer à ce niveau, et comme tu l'as dit, la significance de ça au Cameroun, je pense que c'est énorme, juste parce que d'avoir des jeunes, voir des gens comme eux à la télé, jouer en NBA, on vient du Cameroun, on a peut-être fait les mêmes choses qu'ils ont fait quand ils étaient petits, et juste d'avoir ça, je pense que ouais, c'est très énorme pour le continent, pour le pays. Et ouais, j'espère que tout le monde regarde et que les jeunes se disent que ouais, c'est quelque chose qu'ils peuvent faire et que ouais, s'ils travaillent dur, ils peuvent aussi accomplir ce qu'ils se mettent dans la tête.
On a beaucoup parlé de Joël comme d'un adversaire pour vous jusqu'à présent. Étant du Cameroun, il y a eu des rumeurs cet été qu'il pourrait rejoindre l'équipe de France des États-Unis. Avez-vous déjà pensé à un jour être coéquipier avec Joël pour défendre les couleurs du Cameroun?
Ah ouais, ça, on n'a pas en parlé, mais bon, moi je suis Camerounais et puis ouais, si y a des occasions, ouais, pourquoi pas.
Est-ce que vous avez parlé avec Christian du défi que ça représente de défendre contre Joël?
Ah ouais, c'est comme je l'ai dit tantôt en anglais, ouais, personne ne peut faire 1 contre 1, donc ce sera un travail d'équipe. Et ouais, je pense qu'il est là pour le challenge et j'espère que ouais, on va le faire en équipe parce que ce sera un peu dur de demander à un rookie de venir et d'arrêter de jouer seul. Donc ouais, ce sera un travail d'équipe.
What do you think tonight's going to mean to the kids back home who might stay up past their bedtime to watch the game?
I mean, tonight's going to mean a lot. It's going to mean a lot. Having 3 Cameroonian players, playing an NBA game, the highest level. I mean, it's just going to show people back home that, we have a chance, if you just put the work in and you just trust the process. Like NBA used to say, always said, like, you got a chance to make it to the big league. And, I think it's just going to inspire a lot of people back home for sure.
Would you stay up late and watch games, or how did you consume the NBA growing up?
Yeah,
Mornings or at night or what?
Yeah, definitely. When I really started, watching basketball like that, I was staying up late at like 3 because the games are like 3 a.m. So I was staying up late. Sometimes you gotta go to school at like 6 a.m. But you stay up late. You watch the game for like 3 to like 5. You get like 30 minutes of sleep. Sometimes you don't even sleep because if you sleep, you're not gonna wake up. So you just go to school like your eyes are red and it's just for the love of the game. And I feel like a lot of people are definitely gonna do it tonight.
Talked about some of your game after Joel, so just to be able to share the court against him tonight, like what do you think that's going to be like for you?
Oh man, it's gonna mean a lot. It's gonna be amazing. Joel is one of the best big men in the league. I always try to watch all the best big men, Joel, Jokic, all those guys. So just playing against him, and it's just gonna mean a lot. That's why you want to play in the NBA. You want to play against the best player in the world, and he's one of them. So I'm really excited for tonight.
When did you first become aware of him as a player and realize, oh wow, we're both smart?
I think it's when he got drafted, even though he wasn't playing. I just heard that's a Cameroonian player who just got drafted to the NBA, and he was hurt like probably his first 2 years. But when he started playing, he started playing really good, and he kept getting better. He kept getting better, And for somebody like me who's back home, he started playing basketball late. You just gotta watch those type of people. Trying to study the way they're progressing and how they're approaching the game, and to get to that level too.
This is kind of a rivalry matchup where Toronto and Philly have had two intense playoff series over the past couple of years. Have the guys in the room told you at all about sort of that rivalry and what to expect?
No, we were just talking today about how physical the game is usually is. We were just talking about it with all the other guys. Like they say, it's always physical. So I just gotta be ready because it's gonna be a lot physical down there. Just be ready. Just be ready and just go out there and you gotta hit first. On the rebound and all those stuff. Don't let them hit you first, because that's what they're gonna try to do.
There's a good chance that you might be defending Joel. Any strategies with that for you? How you're approaching that?
I mean, I don't have any strategy. We got a game plan for that. We got a game plan. I'm just gonna stick to the game plan and try to do my best.
Double teams?
I mean, some double teams, some. You guys know, like we got Coach Nate got different game plan for that. So we're gonna see what's the game plan tonight.
Do you have a relationship with Joel? When did you meet him? Have you met him?
Oh yeah, I actually met him one time. It was in 2017, Basketball Without Borders. He was already an NBA player, and I was a camper, and he was one of like the NBA coaches there as a player. So he was really nice there, and we had a meeting. I told him I was from Cameroon, and we talked a little bit. And actually, I just saw him when he walked in like for shoot around. He saw me, and he was just like, how am I doing and stuff like that. But yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy that because I was one of the camper. He was one of like the coaches there basically, and now we play in the same league. So it's amazing.
You've kind of got a pretty big opportunity so far this season. Have you talked at all to the coaching staff about what they want to see from you to stay in the rotation?
I mean, I feel like I know what they want to see from me. I feel like they be telling me what they want to see from me. Just go out there and do what they be telling me to do. And if I continue to do that, I'm gonna have more opportunities. Just me going out there and just play my game. Don't try to do too much, like I keep saying, and just do the right thing. Don't make a lot of mistakes. And I feel like if I do that and I help the other guys, help them, get to the spot and all that on offense or defense, and I'm gonna be out there for sure.
J'imagine qu'il y a quelques années seulement, vous regardiez les matchs entre Pascal et Joël. Maintenant, de faire partie de cette confrontation-là, d'écrire une page d'histoire, parce que c'est la première fois qu'il va y avoir trois Camerounais dans le même match. Qu'est-ce que ça représente pour vous?
Ça représente beaucoup. Ça représente beaucoup pour moi parce que comme tu l'as dit, je regardais ces matchs, même l'année dernière encore, je regardais ces matchs au playoff quand Pascal et Embiid ils s'affrontaient et maintenant je fais partie de la confrontation. Je pense que ça représente beaucoup. Mais pour moi, c'est juste un autre match. Je vais essayer d'aller au terrain. On veut gagner. C'est vrai que ça représente beaucoup aussi pour le Cameroun, mais à la fin de la journée, on veut gagner. On veut gagner Toronto, on veut gagner. Et donc, on va partir au terrain et donner tout ce qu'on a.
Est-ce que dans la famille, on vous en a parlé de ce match-là? Est-ce qu'on vous a glissé des messages textes, des appels avec votre soeur, par exemple, pour parler de la signification du match de ce soir?
Non, pas encore. Mais je sais qu'après le match, il y aura beaucoup de personnes qui vont parler du match, qu'il y a eu 3 Camerounais qui ont joué un match à NBA la nuit dernière et tout. Mais avant le match, je me concentre pas vraiment sur tout ce que les gens disent. Je vais me concentrer sur le match et après le match, je vais regarder ce que le monde a à dire.
Et Precious a fait un excellent travail l'année dernière au défend de Joel. Est-ce que vous avez tenté d'aller chercher un peu des conseils auprès de lui pour savoir comment défendre contre lui? Parce que vous êtes de la même taille, mais pas tout à fait du même gabarit.
Ouais, je t'en fais parler. Precious, il est venu me parler tout à l'heure pendant le shoot around et il me donnait de petits conseils, comment ça s'est passé. Il m'a dit qu'il a défendu sur lui l'année dernière pendant tous les playoffs et tout. Et il m'a dit de m'attendre à un match physique. Parce que Philadelphie, c'est une équipe vraiment physique, donc je m'attends à un match vraiment physique et que je sois le premier à hit, le premier à toucher en fait au rebond et ne pas les laisser en fait prendre avantage de moi et être le premier. Donc, il m'a donné certains conseils et je vais essayer de mettre ça en pratique.